So today we're here to discuss Launch SMS and how to use it as an owner-operator, or if you have a CSR team in place, how they can go about getting everything set up and implemented on your site today. So let's jump right in. So one of the main reasons to use Launch SMS is so that customers can contact you via text. Today, consumers want as many options as possible when it comes to reaching out to people they want to do business with. And if you're offering a text option on your website, this is going to be definitely one of the ways that we see a lot of people getting inbound leads happening on their website. So in addition to forms, phone calls, chat, this texting option is just another way that allows people to contact you. And so you really want to give people as many options as possible. So if we look on the computer here, obviously you can see this is one of our clients. And the way this Launch SMS works, we've got two different ways that we can implement it. The first being a standard, just a standalone texting option. And when you come to the website, in the lower right-hand side, you'll see a little icon that you can click on, and it allows you to fill in your information and request to be texted back by that company. So again, name, number, and message. And this goes directly to the dashboard that we're going to jump into that allows you or your team to respond directly to those messages, again, without having to broadcast any of your own personal information. The other way to use Launch SMS is integrated with our chat service. And so on this client's website, they have, in addition to the chat service, they have an automated chat bot that it integrates with the Launch SMS application as well. So when you come here, it's going to ask for your name. You have the option of going down the chat/scheduling route, or if you would like to request to be texted, you can click on the text us. And here's where it's going to ask you to type in a phone number, as well as your question. And I'm not going to hit send on this because this is a live client and they're actually going to get this, they would get this message. So I don't want to send that out to them at this point. But by filling that information out, that would initiate a text request that we're going to be taking a look at today. So whether you're the owner or a CSR admin or someone who's been tasked to set this up, the website that you would be using would be go.launchsms.com, and that will redirect to this login page. But when you get to this page, go.launchsms.com, you'll be presented with a email address field and a password field. Now, our team here at Leads Nearby will get you entered into the Launch SMS system if this is a product that you are using, and so you will have a username and a password that we create for you and that you'll be able to use to log in. I'm going to go ahead and log in with my information here. When I log in, I'm immediately presented with the admin dashboard. And this is just going to, this will have your company information, your SMS number, which this is the texting number that we're going to be, that the system is going to be using to reach out to customers. And this is the number that a customer would be seeing from your business. Now, it will also be specific to your area code. So you don't have to worry about this particular number that you're seeing here. If you're in a 212 area code, if you're in California, New York, wherever you happen to be, the number that we would be creating would be an area code specific number for your location. And so when you're responding to text requests, it will be coming from a number that they, or at least from an area code that they recognize. They wouldn't be recognizing the number itself, but it wouldn't be this foreign area code number. And then it just has the rest of your business related information. So we're going to jump into a couple of the menu items here on the left-hand side. We're currently on the company info tab. The next tab will be the review settings tab. Now, Launch SMS gives you the ability to request reviews from customers, but mainly this system is used at the beginning of the lead generation process. And so, this is going to be these quick kind of questions that people have, whether it's a question related to pricing, whether it's a question related to availability or a particular product or service. You're going to, initiate, or you're going to engage in in a texting conversation because that's what they would like to start off with, but you're going to try to transition them to either a phone call or an in-person visit, and then taking them into your normal onboarding process, entering them into your CRM and corresponding with them outside of this texting. So the texting is really just that initial when a customer has some interest in your company, and giving them an option to reach out and speak with you, but you're probably not going to be taking this conversation via text all the way through to the end. And so now, if you're like a lot of our clients, you may already have a review platform or service in place, like a Nearby Now, or you're using it through your CRM, like Service Titan, where you're already requesting reviews, and you don't necessarily need the review request options that are available here within Launch SMS. So if you don't have any of those things, Launch SMS allows you to send a review requests. But if you do already have a review system in place or process in place, then you really wouldn't be using the one here within Launch SMS. The next tab is going to be email settings, again related to the types of reviews that you're getting. If you're getting a negative review, you can route people to a URL that maybe ask them to contact you or reach out to you so you can fix that negative review. And a more positive review maybe sends them to a page that says, hey, recommend this to one of your friends and family. It has a coupon on there or something like that, so that you can route people based on their review to different pages on your site. The next tab is going to be the team settings tab. So this is where you would be able to go in, and what we call here, we call your CSRs, or people who would be answering incoming texts, we call them agents for the purposes of this dashboard. And so you can go in here and add all of your CSR team members or anyone that you want to assign the role of answering text messages. So based on their role with the company, you'd be able to go in here and give them either full admin access or just agent access. Again, based on what their role is with the company, you can, as the admin setting this all up, you can decide how much access your agents are able to have. The next tab to focus on is going to be the Autoresponder tab. And this is where you'll be able to go in and set up a message. So when a text request message comes in off of your website, you really want to be answering those text requests, those text messages as soon as they come in. And obviously you want to have your team members getting notifications, which we'll talk about here in a moment. But this autoresponder, let's say your person is on the phone with someone else or dealing with another issue. This autoresponder here allows a message to go back to the customer that just kind of says, hey, we got your text. One of our team members will be reaching out to you shortly. So again, this is a quick message that would be automatically sent back to the customer. The other option here is an after hours autoresponder. And so, what you'd have to do down here at the bottom is put in your hours of operation. So let's say you're operating from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and you are in the Eastern time zone. Anything outside of 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., so 5:01 p.m. or 6:59 a.m. Again, something along the lines of, thank you for contacting us. We're closed right now, but we'll be contacting you back shortly. And that message would go out to anyone, again, outside of these business hours in your area. The next option here is going to be weekend availability. And when you click on the weekend availability, this is going to only apply to Saturday availability. So Sunday isn't currently configured within this dashboard, but Saturday is. So again, Saturday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. with this box checked, customers would receive an after hours message only outside of 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday. If you leave this unchecked, they would receive that after hours message the entire weekend. The next menu item here is going to be SMS template. And again, you can go in here and you can set up different types of quick answer templates. So we have a hello message here. We have a goodbye message. We have a standard review request message. And you can go in here and create as many standard question or standard answers rather as you would like. And they would be available for you to use in the messenger, which I will show you in a moment. Integrations can also be used here, so you can connect, your Google My Business account, you can connect your Facebook account, Yelp, Service Titan, and House Call Pro at the moment. And again, just allows you to have some integrations with some of that information that you're collecting from customers and seeing your reviews on other platforms as well. And finally, on the left-hand side here is going to be notifications. And this is where you potentially set up, multiple people to get email notifications as well as a text notification. So this, again, this isn't information that will be seen or shared with the clients, with customers. This would only be in order for your team members to get a text notification as well. So if they happen to not be in front of their computer at the moment, they would still get a notification that says, hey, a text message has come in, and that kind of just reminds them to sign into this dashboard and reply to that message as soon as possible. The other notifications down here are related to reviews. So if you get a review submission, again, you can get an email notification or a text notification. So I'm going to send a test message right now just so I can show you exactly what happens when a person goes to your website, fills out the information, and wants to text with your company. If you have multiple team members who have access to the dashboard and are checking messages, the way this is going to work is the first person who clicks on Messenger and views a message, that's who that message is going to belong to. So if I go into Messenger here, I immediately see that there's a red dot, which shows me that there's a new message. And immediately that message is already assigned to me, Wayne. And so this is where you would respond to any messages. And again, as I mentioned with the SMS templates here, you'll see the standard review request message, the standard hello and standard goodbye message. So I could, literally just click on this little hello button and it will automatically fill the reply field here with that predetermined message that I've already saved. And so I can hit send, and that automatically sends that back to the customer. And we can begin to have a conversation right here on the dashboard. And again, my information is protected. They're not seeing any of my personal information. The customer isn't. And we can just banter back and forth. One of the ways to, keep some order in this inbox and help you better organize it is you'll see here that, after a lot of use, you'll have a lot of people in here. And when a message first comes in, it is only the phone number, because the system doesn't know, who that individual or who that phone number belongs to. And so again, one of the ways to kind of keep some organization is to kind of go up here above the phone number, and you can type the customer's name. And then that will automatically associate that person's name instead of the number. And so when I come back in a day, or I come back in the following week and I'm looking to, find that conversation again, it'll be easier if there's a name associated with it rather than, tons of numbers that I have to kind of go through and figure out who that number belongs to. If for whatever reason I've got multiple team members, and let's say that this particular question that the customer has really is more suited for someone else on my team, I can go here and assign this to the other folks on the team. So in this case, I've got Joe as another person on my team that I could assign. But that's the only way that anyone else on the team would be able to reply to this message. Other people would be able to log into the system and see the message, but they wouldn't be able to go into this message field down here and actually type any responding messages. So some of the other options here at the top are going to be, again, as I mentioned before, the review platform. So you can, I can request reviews. I can then also see the reviews that have come in. There's also going to be a leaderboard that allows me to, if you have multiple team members, that can, you can track and see sort of their progress of, what type of reviews they're getting back. And then finally, there's going to be some reporting. And again, this is mostly going to be reporting related to reviews. And then back to the admin dashboard. And this is how you would use Launch SMS as an owner, as an admin, as an agent. So one of the cool things with Launch SMS is that it also provides a mobile app that you can use on your Android or iPhone devices. And you can download it from the App Store, and I'm going to show you here on my iPhone how to go into the App Store, which I'm in right now, and I'm going to do a search for Launch SMS. And if you have it installed, it's going to show up with an open option. If you don't have it installed, you will get an option to get it or download it. So I'm going to go ahead and open. And I'm going to go ahead and log in with my email address and password. So once I log in, I'm directly taken to the messenger where I can reply and respond to messages that are in the messenger. And you see here the previous example of where I was in and texting back and forth in the desktop dashboard is now here in the mobile device, and I can I could potentially type in a message down here or add in the templates that we created, the hello, goodbye, the review. But all these options are in here as well, and you can use this obviously on the go. And again, using the app allows you to hide your personal information, so you're never passing on your personal contact information or your cell phone information to the client. It's coming strictly through Launch SMS, which in turn hides that information from the end user client. So I'm going to go back out to the main Messenger dashboard here. In the upper left hand corner, I've got the little 3 lines to expand my menu options, and again, it's going to give you the review request option, the recent reviews, your messages, which is what we're in currently, and also your profile, which you can see. It won't really allow you to edit much here. This mobile app is really just for allowing you to, again, the main purpose of this mobile app is to allow you to answer incoming text messages from customers on the go, so that you don't have to, wait to get back to your desktop in order to, give a timely response to someone who's asking a question. So I just wanted to show you exactly what you can do from the mobile app side of things as well, and again, the options that are available to you. So thanks again for tuning into this episode of Contractor Cast, a training for Launch SMS, our texting product. If that's something that you would be interested in having on your website, as well as some of the other services that we offer, be sure to reach out to us via phone call or contacting us through our website. We'd be glad to discuss Launch SMS as well as other products and services that we offer to help you get more leads a day as well. Thank you. Have a good day.